He says you're fighting for the wrong reasons. That you're fighting to prove that your legacy is basically intact, and that he's fighting for a different reason. He's basically fighting to hurt you. Your response to that?
I just said that to promote the fight. I don't know what he was talking about. I don't. I want to. You know, after you put over 10 years into something, what do you remembered for, right? Doesn't everybody here want to be remembered for what they were doing here today? You know, so I don't think there's anything too much. That's not too much to look into. But I know it's good. He can't. Sticks and stones.
The reaction you just got from the fans, though, shows that you are remembered.
Hey, DJ PENN still holds court, right?
How was the lot of them? How was participating in
They just came to my house right now, to the apartment we're staying in, and I liked it. I liked doing it. Like I said, I can sit here and give you all this BS about how I'm trying to clean up the sport, but it's just for me, personally. I'm trying to save myself and keep myself healthy. That's everything that matters about for me.
When you look at Rory, what do you see, BJ? He's a young guy, you know, one of this new breed, started MMA training, and what do you see in him?
He's like me before. That's what I would say. I would say exactly what he said. Oh, he's fighting to be remembered. I'm fighting to hurt him. That sounds like DJ PENN a couple of years ago, you know. And I see him. He's a good fighter. He's very well rounded. Stand up, ground wrestling. Got great coaches, Faraz, everybody. So. You know, with that said, I think it's all going to make for an exciting night for the fans.
You've had success, obviously, in both weight classes. You've been champion. When you decided to come back, what prompted you to go this weight class?
I'm almost 34 now, and I don't see the point in eating chicken salad and training for 6 hours off of that. And I always thought, and I always knew if I prepared myself properly at 170 pounds, that I could do well at 170 pounds. I've never walked into the ring and had a guy just wipe me right out. You know, it's never ever happened. And you know, and so if I just get a little extra, if I do it properly, I really feel like I could be a force in the division.
In the TV stuff before this, you seem very happy, very at peace with yourself and your martial arts. Are you doing that to promote the fight, or is that really how you feel?
That is really how I feel. I'm just look at this. I got everybody around me. I'm the center of attention, and I'm having fun, and I'm living the dream. I'm living it up.
How do you respond, BJ, the fact that one of his arguments is that you can't step away from being in the lights, and you're making a mistake by not stepping away from the lights because the younger guys are coming through. He's just said that.
I think he thinks that I'm 45 years old, not 34 years old, not 33 years old actually. You know, I don't know who told him that I'm 50. I don't know what's going on. You know, seriously.
Yeah, you think he's underestimating you in that sense, no?
Yes, and I love every second of it. I weigh 170 pounds.
So you expect to come in at 170 on the nose on Friday?
171.
When do you normally walk around?
I normally walk around at 165 pounds, but I put on 7 pounds of muscle.
Right is right.
A lot of people thought they were retirement, or not in retirement, walking away after the Nick Diaz fight was because you had like a new family, a child on the way. Does that give you motivation that you have, you have a little kid to not fight for, you have a little kid to show that you're...
I don't like using my kids for a motivation factor for me to fight. I mean, if I would ask them if they want me fighting, they would say no. I walked away not only because of the Nick Diaz fight, but because of my last 5 fights. I had 1 win, 3 losses, and a draw. And I was like, where's this going? What's the point? But as I sit at home and I train and I do different things, and people come in from all around the world to train with me, I'm fine. I do well with everybody. Why not step back in the ring again?
Can you talk about some of those guys that came in? Either Tyron Woodley or Pat Healy. Who else?
Oh, we had Jay Haran, Tarek Safadine, Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, Pat Healy, and Josh Thompson. We had a lot of good guys to work out with. And you know what? This is the most sparring I've ever done for a fight. And I think this is probably the best prepared that I'm going to be.
Was this camp more grueling because of the delay?
No, it was actually the best thing that could have ever happened to me. I didn't have the time to change the body fat like I did, and now with this all done, it's going to play to my advantage.
Everyone's different, BJ, but you're relaxed and smiling here. Rory was kind of, his face was
Tense.
rigid, no emotion. Do you feel you've got the best of the two worlds then?
That's exactly why I fight at 170 pounds. So if I prepare properly, just two men going into the ring that night. And when we square off on the day of the weigh-in, he's going to know something's not right.
Now, you brought up your training camp and how this was like the most sparring you've ever done. Do you kind of say, I wish I did this for most of my career, bringing in the best of the best and, to train for, big fights?
Yes, I do say that. I wish I did do those things. Hindsight's always 20/20. But in another way, I look at it like I kind of saved myself. I saved extra miles that I put into my body, and I'm still young. I don't have any injuries in that sense. I got a lot of experience. This is probably his biggest fight he's ever been in, and this is my 20th super fight or title fight or a big fight. It's nothing to me.
Do you see this then as a starting point for another run, as another good stretch for you?
I got a lot of plans, a lot of ideas, but everything starts with what happened Saturday. So with that said, well, let's see how this plays out.
You fought everywhere from 155 all the way up to heavyweight against Cheetah. Obviously, you feel most comfortable at these latter weights, but is there any part of you that kind of goes, hey, I like pursuing those big name fights and those crazy weights and fighting to come with those?
That's the funnest part. That's the funnest part of the whole sport. That's why Pride did so well, and that's just, it's fun, man. If you want to, everybody wants to be all so serious, and he's a half a pound too big, and this and that and this and that. It's like, come on, fight, let's go.
You've talked about how, the Silva GSP fight, if it was you, you would just go and fight and not argue. What do you think would happen between Silva and Cheetah?
I do think that Anderson Silva is very hard to bet against right now. I mean, we just saw what he did to big Stephen Bonner, and he's hard to bet against. GSP, as great as he is, Anderson Silva is very hard to bet against at this point.
Could you just break that down a little bit more for us than saying that? Between Anderson Silva and GSP?
Well, I think a lot of it would lie in GSP's chances would lie in his double leg, his outside single, back to double leg. He's very good at that, and what damage he can do on the ground. And we've seen Anderson in there with very big, strong guys like Chael Sonnen and all these different guys, and Anderson does well. And
because he picks his moment from distance and.
It's because Anderson stays so calm. He never overtrains, and he stays so calm, and I think that really plays to his benefit.
Would you like to fight him?
Anderson Silva? I'm in no place to say that I would fight him.
Just, dream match.
Dream match, if I was the welterweight champion of the world, I would be looking to probably fight the 185-pound champion of the world. I'm not going to call out Anderson Silva per se, he's a buddy of mine, but that's what you do. That's what I did. People can say, oh, BJ, you would do it now, look at your record, you just look at your last 5 fights, this and that. Hey, but look at when I was at the top. I did it. No one can say I didn't.
BJ, one of your, and strange question this in a way, but one of your great heroes growing up was Hulk Hogan, of course.
Yes, sir.
Do you still take inspiration from Hulk Hogan in any ways?
Of course. Hulk Hogan did everything.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
That's wrestling, like my mom said, that's how I learned to read, reading wrestling magazines and all that stuff, so that's why they'd always buy them for me, and everybody, I'm a big fan of wrestling. I don't watch it as much, I'm older, I realize the fights are fake now, but...
When did you realize that, in 2010 or something?
About the same time I realized Santa Claus wasn't around.
Thanks very much, thank you.
Guys. Thank you very much.